Even as gas prices are hitting record highs, Canadians are fanning out across the country for fresh travel experiences after 2 years of bottled up demand. The head of the Tourism Industry Association of Canada says some vacationers are still staying closer to home on camping, hiking, and cycling excursions, while others opt for road trips over pricey plane tickets. This comes as fuel costs and inflation loom larger. Well, with the weather only expected to get better as we get closer to a busy season, how can Canadians enjoy the summer without breaking the bank on fuel? The Canadian Automobile Association's Teresa Felice joins us now to give us some advice for boosting your mileage and saving cash at the pumps. Ma'am, welcome to Forum Daily.
Thanks for having me.
So we know Canadians really want to get out there and enjoy the summer months, but with these gas prices hitting record highs, how can they save money on fuel during long road trips?
Well, there's a couple of things that you can do with inside your vehicle and around your vehicle that might be able to just help create better fuel efficiency while driving your vehicle. And this can go from habits like how you brake and how you get going again from when you're stopped at a light or whatnot, to thinking about not idling. There's so many tips, so I'm happy to delve into them.
Yes, definitely. Let's talk a little bit more about the advice when it comes to braking and starting your car, especially at stoplights.
Yeah, so what we recommend is kind of go slow into both the brake or as you're coming out of being stopped, and just to be easy on both the gas and the brake pedal. The further back that you can brake instead of slamming on those brakes, the more fuel efficient and less emissions that your is how your car will react. And same with sort of that get to the go start, right? If you can ease into it, anticipate the light's going to change, but obviously be safe. That little habit of just your own behavior within your car driving makes a big difference.
And what about on highways, on those really long road trips? Are there kind of steps that Canadians can take to save on gas in that scenario?
Yes, I mean, we recommend, speeding is a bit of a challenge because you're on the highway and you obviously want to go the speed limit, and many people tend to go a little bit over the speed limit. But your vehicle actually tops up in terms of fuel efficiency between 80 and 90 kilometers an hour. So the more that you go over 90 kilometers an hour, the more that you are going to use up in fuel. And so our recommendation is obviously watch your speed, try and stay at or below the speed limit as much as possible. If the conditions are safe, it's not raining hard or anything like that, get into the habit of using cruise control. You'd be surprised at how that car's ability to keep that steady pace will actually feel quite nice and not this need for speed. We're in our cars too. They're so comfortable. We almost don't always recognize the speeds that we're going at. But if you can keep your speed pretty reasonable, use your cruise control so that you're not sort of revving up or winding down, that will help with the fuel efficiency.
And meanwhile, as it warms up outside, we know Canadians are going to start using their air conditioners. So how can they save on gas-fueled air conditioning?
Yeah, so one of the things that we recommend at CAA is, don't run your car, don't idle. And part of that is we tend to do that, especially now with the hot weather. Your car's been sitting for a while. You want to get that air conditioning on and going. Our recommendation is for you to put your windows down to sort of push that hot air out. And if you can, for sort of lower speed driving, like city driving, try and use your windows as down. It makes sense to use your air conditioning to keep cool. And another aspect of, even if you are using them in the city or on the highway, some cars that come equipped with a max AC function. Try not to use your max AC function. Try to go a few temperature degrees below what your car would automatically set the temperature at. And this will actually help you as well, because air conditioning can impact your fuel efficiency. Some experts say up to 20%.
Some important information there. Now, just about a minute left here, Ms. DeFelice, but what other steps can Canadians take to save fuel in their tanks?
Well, especially if you're doing road trips, make sure you've had your car looked at and you're doing your car maintenance. We had not done a lot of driving over the winter. People are anxious to get going out and about. So get those oil changes and have those filters changed if you haven't done so. Checking your tire pressure, get into the habit of checking your tire pressure once a month, because overinflated and underinflated are not good and for your car safety and on gas as well.
Some great advice. Thank you again for joining us, Ms. DeFelice.
Take care.
Stay with us. Coming up after the break, we'll be taking an in-depth look at Canada's healthcare system. We'll be speaking to Miss Susan Martinuk, author of Patients at Risk, Exposing Canada's Healthcare Crisis. We'll be discussing the massive backlog of patients awaiting health procedures and whether our healthcare system is equipped to handle our country's aging population. And of course, we'll have more news from around the world when we return from that. So stay with us. We'll be right back here only on Forum Daily. Stay tuned.